Hello, Jackie and Kate. Thanks for taking the time to introduce the annual Parent Carer Survey. I've got 4 questions for you in this short session, which I hope will, give parents and carers just a short overview of what the survey is and why it's important that they have their say. So I'm going to come to you first, Kate, with the first question, if that's all right. So who's the survey aimed at, and who's asking the questions?
Hi, Leslie. Yes, the survey's for parents and carers of children and young people with special educational needs or disabilities who have had an education, health and care needs assessment or an autism assessment within the NHS. And it's being carried out by the 0 to 25 SEND partnership. And this includes all the agencies that are working with children and young people and their families, parent carer representatives.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you. Thanks. So over to you, Jackie, with question number 2. So why is it important that we have this survey? Just tell us a little bit more about it.
Okay, thanks, Leslie. Well, we ran this survey for the first time this time last year, so last January, and I think we got about 180 responses, which was really fantastic. And we'd like to establish this now as an annual survey and do this every 12 months. Last year, the results, parent and carers told us that they needed more clarity on the EHCP process. They needed more support for children and young people while they were waiting for autism diagnosis. And they also raised some concerns about the waiting times for autism diagnosis. And these are all things that we've been working jointly on through the partnership and working with our Parent Carer Forum over the last 12 months. And we want to know directly from parent and carers what we need to do to improve, and I think Kate might say something about this a bit in a minute. And it's important that we do make a difference for children and young people, and that we hear your voices direct. We'd love to get a higher response rate this time, so we really are encouraging people to respond. The more people we hear from, then the better sort of scope of view that we get in terms of those direct responses. So it is relevant to everybody. So whichever type of school setting you attend, whatever level or complexity of need that your child has, this survey is appropriate to anyone to participate in.
All right, that's brilliant. Did you want to say something else then, Kate?
Absolutely. I just wanted to agree that whilst all our parent carer representatives do participate and represent our members' experiences, it's really, really powerful when individuals share their own views and their own lived experiences directly. And I think, as Jackie was saying, if we can get more responses, particularly from those families who maybe don't engage as often as others, particularly. So if there's any parents and carers who've been through these needs assessments or the autism assessments, then it would be great to get their views as well.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you. Right, so on to the next question, third question. So what is the partnership going to do with the answers, once we've received feedback from parents and carers? What we're going to do with the answers? That's for you, Kate, I think. Yes.
The SEND partnership will use these responses to try and ultimately improve the services and the experiences for children and young people with additional needs and disabilities and for their families. And use the data to understand what's improving and where there still needs to be more improvement. And it'll also be used just to produce some reports that may be made public, but it won't include any identifiable information.
Yeah, so it's confidential. Confidentiality is really important, isn't it? Okay. And then I think we're on to the final question. I'm going to ask you this, Jackie. So what is the deadline to respond? The deadline?
Okay, so the survey opens on the 11th of January and it remains open through till the 18th of February.
We are. It's the 8th. Sorry, it's the 8th of February.
Oh, is it the 8th of Feb? Oh, yeah. Right, sorry. Can't read my own writing. Yeah, 8th of February, everybody. It will only take, I really want to stress, it will only take 10 to 15 minutes to complete. So we have worked with the Parent Carer Forum on the questions, and we are mindful parents are very busy. So we've just tried to keep it to really the key questions we need to get your feedback on. If you need to get the survey in a different format, then you can do so, and you can email the Send Partnership, and the email address is available for you on the slides. And I just want to finish off by saying we really do want to hear your views directly, and we do value the views of all parents and carers, because it's important to us that we know what we need to do differently and how we need to improve. To support children and young people with special educational needs and disabilities, because at the end of the day we want to make a difference to their outcomes. So really do encourage you, please do respond, and thank you.
Oh, that's great. Thank you very much for helping explain a little bit more about it. That's great. Thank you very much.